Except I muted me, not you guys. Stand by. Let me find that magic button. I guess I could mute me. Well, you know, hey. Shoot, I always forget how to do this. There we go. Okay. So, hey, thanks again. Sorry, we're late. We're here. I have Shauna. Some of you guys know Shauna. She is my success partner. I've asked her to jump on with us today too because she's a freaking rock star. She's in 2-star qualification right now. She has 1 week left.
No.
Right? 2 weeks.
I have 3 weeks. 3 weeks left, but 4 weeks for the bonus.
So you guys know that when you hit 2-star qualification, which means you have a diamond underneath each leg, your downline, you get a bonus, a quarterly bonus from Beachbody, which is anywhere between $700 to $1,000 usually. So, and then when you hit 5-star, you get the 2-star bonus and the 5-star bonus, which is like $3,500 to $7,000. And then when you hit 10-star, you get the 2-star, the 5-star, and the 10-star bonus, which is about $20,000, between 20 and 25. So it pays to build a team, guys, and to help others rock this out too.
Yeah.
So sure. I brought Shauna on. Do you want to tell your story of how this works, or do you want me to shut your acclimates?
No, I can.
I'll shout out whatever you leave out. How's that?
Yeah, you're so funny. Jenny, I love you too. It's so good to see you guys on here. Okay, so Carrie's very blessed. She has a team of all of you rock star builders, which I love. I don't. My team is me. So I have, from the beginning, I don't even know. Honestly, it's terrible. I don't know how many are in my downline. There's probably like 50 or 60, but they are all discounters. So I don't have anybody that's really building. So I think Carrie kind of wanted me to tell you guys, or show you really how possible it is. You can get technically to 3-star all yourself, all by yourself. You don't need, builders are great. Builders help you, like team calls like this, so awesome. But if you are anything like me, I shouldn't say I have no one. I do have, I have one girl who is an emerald on her own underneath my husband, but I have my sister and my husband as 2 controlled accounts. And then beyond that, I control their emeralds as well. So I have my mom and my stepdad, and I have my brother-in-law and one of my coworkers, and I control all of that. So does it make you feel like a puppet master a little bit? Yes. But it's just to show you guys that you truly can do this. If in the beginning it's hard to find those people that are like you, that are not as passionate as you are about this, because those people will come. I still believe that. I have some people now that are getting the bug a little bit, but I think it's so key to realize that you can make it happen yourself, and that you don't necessarily need that from someone else to build. Because I went diamond by myself, I went 1-star by myself, I went 2-star by myself, and I'll go 3-star. Hopefully I'm going to get some people here, but if I don't, my second CBC will be my 3rd star. So it's so possible. And I know for a long time I was like, but if I don't have anybody, that's okay. And another thing she wanted me to tell you is, I know some people are worried to right out the gate come out with coaching. I was never, ever, ever, ever worried about that. The second someone told me that they were ready to get a challenge pack, I instantly came at them with coaching. So strictly, and I mean, we have so many scripts, which I'm sure Carrie's posted in your team page, but, and we've gotten some really good variations on those lately, like Danielle Natoni's is killer. But just basically to come at them and say, okay, great. Now that you're all ready to get set up, there's 2 ways you can do that: customer or What was the new term? Loyalty?
Loyalty coach.
Oh, I love that. That is so good. And I'm totally going to switch up
That's
my word.
what Ashley Molstad is using.
Yes. So,
and she tells them guys straight out, and I have the link, so I'll post that in our thread. She just says, we're going to be working together for a while to get you to your goals. Yep. So why don't you sign on as a loyalty coach instead of a discount coach? And obviously she signed 1,433 coaches last year.
She's such a boss. I can't even with her. Like, it's insanity. Yeah. But that is so key. The wording. I mean, obviously when Carrie shares these scripts, you guys make them sound like you, because the way Carrie talks is definitely not the way I talk. A little bit more thug, y'all. It's fine. But when I'm talking to people, you just make these scripts what sounds like you. And loyalty, I love that. I love her wording, because it's like, I always say, because it doesn't cost them anything different to become a coach right out the gate. Like, you can be, and then you always talk about how easy it is it's just as easy for them to cancel as it is for them to get signed up. I tell them I will hold their hands and walk them through if they want to cancel. I would say, gosh, I don't get many people that cancel, just because they typically, even if Shaco isn't their thing, something we have is their thing. Whether that's Energize, Recover. I mean, we have so many things now. There's always something. And I always touch base with them at least once a month. How are they doing on what it is? Suggest something new to them. Or like now with Joel, I feel like they time things so perfectly for us to kill it, you guys. Like this Joel thing, I have people that go inactive all the time. We all have inactives, but now I have this to offer them, and it's $37 to be in his test group. Like $37. I mean, and it gets them active with 50 PV. It's like a no-brainer. So I have a script I send to every single person that's inactive, and I will send that script through the end of July. Like, I will just keep sending it because we can. So I know it's nerve-wracking to come at them with coaching. I know that that's scary, but you also want to offer that to them because we owe that to them. They can save. So it's not such an icky, like, I definitely use my wording and I make sure we don't come off that way. But somebody said something yesterday. It's not icky. Like, the people are what make MLMs icky. Like, an MLM is not icky or like gross and salesy. The people doing it are what make it that way. So I get super defensive because clearly we're in the best one. Like, I'll shout that from the rooftops. Like, we are in the best one and offer the best product. So try not to get in your own way about that, because you guys can be diamond like tomorrow. Like, to me, it's so funny because when someone says emerald is a choice and I think about the way I've done this, diamond's a choice. Like, to me, diamond is a choice because you can so make this happen. And you guys rock. Like, I watch all of you clearly because I'm her success partner. So I like.
She knows about all y'all.
I creep on all. But you guys are killing it, and you're going to. I know all of your diamond dates. Like, I'm just so excited because I feel like her team is my team, clearly also because I don't really have a lot of people myself. But I don't know. I just love to watch you guys grow, and whatever I can do to like help get you out of your own way, I will do, because there's no reason. Like, we have something so bad to offer them. I censored myself.
I think everybody on here could handle it.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Maybe not any F-bombs, but I think.
Okay, whatever. No, but I really do like, she wanted me to share because when we first started working together, she's like, you don't have like anybody that's building at all? And I was like, no, I'm just like boom, 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 boom. And I place them strategically where I need them. But 9 times out of 10, if I tell somebody, I'll help you cancel, it's the same cost to you, whether you do coaching or customer, right out the gate. They're like, oh, okay. It seems like a no-brainer to them. Like, why would they not? Like, why would they not want that discount? And if somebody's still reluctant, I'm like, and it's a money back guarantee. In a month from now, if you're like, dude, that Shaco sucked. Like, I don't want any part of it. It was disgusting. Beachbody is awesome about giving them back their money. It's so easy. Like,
the other cool thing is if they don't like Shaco or they have an allergy or whatever, guys, we have performance line to offer. We have, and you guys know how I feel about my liquid golden unicorn juice. I will never go a day without it.
Never.
My kids drink Hydrate like it's going out of style. They absolutely love it. Like, so if Shaco doesn't work for them, I promise you we have something else that does. We have
beach bars. No, beach bars. I'm telling you, that's so many people got active on beach bars because I'm like, how much money truly were we spending on RX bars, Kind bars, like all these things? And now, why do we need that? Why I was buying Gatorade out the wazoo. Why do I need that? I have Hydrate.
Right. And Hydrate is so much better than Gatorade for my kids. There's not as much sugar. There's not as much things that I can pronunciate.
And I haven't done this yet, and I don't know if any of you guys have done this, but if you have like even soccer moms that you know, or like sports team moms or something that's like the team mom for someone, I'm personally going to reach out to like all of our local teams because we can get all of those kids on Hydrate. Like there was somebody, was it Danielle? I can't remember. We watched a team call and I was like, that is so smart because they all can be on that instead of, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many little nuggets that I take from team calls like this, from all of you guys, from your pages. Like, I think sometimes it's funny when people see Micah. Like to me, like Micah, I talk to her every day. Like she's just like this normal person. But yet when I see like a top coach, which Micah's a top coach, but like when we see top coaches or we get to watch their team calls, I'm like, why did we not think of that? That is so smart. Like, why didn't we use that? And then we just plug it into our program and we just ride on out to Starville. That's my motto.
There you are, 2-star qualifying.
Like
Shauna like discounts herself a lot. Like, guys, but I got there by myself. I'm like, yeah, but you freaking got there by yourself. Like, it's so doable, guys. And like when she says you can get to 3-star by yourself, I don't know how many of you know, when you hit 2-star and you're solid, you go through your 6 weeks of qualification, then you get to clone yourself and open up another business center under you. So you, like, if you have a weak leg versus a strong leg, you can put your second again on your second leg and max out that volume. And if you have a spouse that signed up on your weak leg, he gets the volume, you get the volume, and your business center gets the volume. So you're getting paid 3 times for your work.
It's basically like triple time. It's so good.
There's no other MLM or company that lets you do that in the compensation plan. Beachbody is, I never thought I'd work in an MLM. I'll just, like, I was the person who was like, no, I'm not coaching. Okay, maybe I'll do it because I like Shaco and I'll just do it for the discount. Like, I never planned on working this business until I had people hitting me up right and left. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And my friend was like, why are you sending them to me? Make some money. Pay for your pack. Pay for your channel. Pay for your Shaco. Do something. And like, guys, honestly, it was just all right, well, this is what I'm doing. I hit Success Club 24 the first month. That's 12 people. Not trying to work the business. Just seeing my results and wanting some of what I was doing. I ran groups with my friend who was my coach at that point.
That's totally what I did too. My coach asked me so many times, and I finally was like, if you don't stop asking me, I'm going to just quit entirely. Like, I have no interest in ever doing what you do. Good for you, sister. Like, great. And then come to find out, like, because I told her I didn't want to work the business, she put me on the deadest of dead leg bill. And Carrie's like, it's fine, because I'm building for rank and volume. So there's so many different things that like can easily discourage you, but if you just get out of your own way, like I watched those people when we were at Summit. I don't know who, were there any of you, the rest of you? I know Bree was with us, but I can't remember. Nobody else made it to Summit, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Next year, you're going to come hang out with us. But watching all those people walk across that stage, you see yourself up there. Like, you're sitting in that stadium and you're just like, if she can do that, I can do this.
Shauna got to walk the stage this year.
I did. It's so fun. Like, it's just exhilarating. And also, like, once I stopped, this sounds terrible, but I'm just going to be honest about it. Once I stopped looking at the people as a point, like, I used to, in the beginning, I was like, all right, I want to make money. Like, who doesn't want to make money? Success Club, Success Club, Success Club. They're all points to me. Once it all shifted, my business started to take off because these people aren't points. They're people.
They're people.
So I don't make like someone else made a hit list. Who was, I can't remember what book we were reading, but they were talking about a hit list. And instead of writing like something at the top, I write families' lives I'm changing this month or something like that. Like once you shift your focus and it's not about you anymore, like I get goosebumps. Like I love what we get to do. I love watching it through fresh eyes. Like I think it's so cool. That's why I cannot wait to have my own tribe too, because they're going to be so lucky once they start running. No, like I have so much to offer you. Where are you? No. But it's awesome, but you can get to 1-star, 2-star. And I don't say diamond's a choice to be like, oh, I'm such a bad A. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just diamond is a choice. You're offering a discount. You're offering to save them money. Why should they be paying retail? And plus, another thing I used to say in the beginning was like, because it's going to take commission from you every month. That commission then turns into volume, which you still get the cycle bonuses off of. So it's not like it's like taking it from you, but it helped like building your team in these ranks. It's like, of course, it's not all about rank advancement, but there is something with your credibility with that and with showing that you want it and that heart and that hustle that just, it's pretty sweet. Like it's pretty sweet to get there. And Carrie's crushing it. You guys are on a killer freaking team. So killer. I love it. But I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about any of that?
Yeah. Unmute yourself if you do.
Unmute yourself. I want to hear you. No.
I have a question.
Go for it.
When you talk about discounters, what do you mean? I don't just
Brand
people that
new.
signed up for a discount and they don't actually do anything with it?
Yes. So they're just, but I really love the loyalty thing. I feel like discount coach means we're discounting the discounters. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was a discount coach for 1.5 years. And then I was like, wait a tick, why am I sending these people to you? Like, I need to be doing this myself. So even though you may have, like I said, 50 or 60 people that are discounters, but I love on them. I give them all of the value. I treat them as if they're runners, like not in a way where I talk business stuff with them, but you show everybody that same love, that same support, that same encouragement. Of course, on the hopes that someday they'll get bit by the bug that you did. But if they don't, it's okay. And if they do, you have everything to offer them. I think that was the other thing. You get in your own way so much about it, but you guys don't have to, like, not that you don't have to do anything. You do have to work. It's really hard. But when you sign a coach, here's the new Coach University. And it tells you, this is how you post. This is what you do. This is when you should work. This is what your power hour looks like. You never have to worry about that. Like, it's on a silver platter for these people. It's crazy because I was like, I don't know that I can lead them. But really, you're just supporting them, encouraging them as a coach. And we have everything. We have every single tool. I do believe we're on the best team. I truly do. Like, having Micah and having our upline and this training, I'm sure other teams think they got it good, but I mean, come on now. Like, we have the best. So, but I just so they're discounters in the way where they're saving that 25% every month, but eventually Cindy next door is going to be asking them what they're doing. And then you're going to show her how to send the link. And then she's going to get the commission. And then eventually, well, shoot, I can get my shakes paid for if I just help 3 people. Well, now you're hitting Success Club. Well, she wants to get the discount too. So now you're Emerald. Now, so it's just like boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, team cycles are nice. Man, being diamond would be nice. Wow, now I just set a diamond date. I think I'm going to get my husband to 1-star. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to build my sister. Oh, okay, I'm going to help my sister build her team. And then and then you're just going to, oh my gosh. And then it's just this freaking ball that just never stops moving down the hill. And it's so contagious too. When you see So good.
When I see you guys signing new coaches, like Megan, I'm like, another one? You just signed another one?
Where's Megan? Megan, you're so close.
Jenny's too. Jenny and Megan are like neck and neck.
Neck
They
and
all
neck.
have the exact same amount of coaches. They're balling it together.
They're like, quit looking at us, okay? It's like too much pressure. Stop staring at me.
No, Jenny's got a diamond date. Can I say it, Jenny? This week, right?
Don't make it you don't be nervous. So is it this week? Is it this Thursday? Are you wanting to wake up? Oh my goodness gracious. You guys, every single one of you can do this. Every single one of you. Every one of you. And I was so nervous about that's the other thing. Like for some people, like, if I'm not married, or, I don't have a sibling that wants to do it. Like, you've got a friend, you've got a neighbor, you've got a coworker, you've got somebody who like wants to support you, who wants to support your dream, who wants to make this happen for you. So
I just read Jenny's message. I need like 6 miracles and 4 shots of Energize to get it done. Hey, I live on Energize. Are you kidding? That's what keeps me going.
But yes, Brianne, to answer that question, so the discounters are just people that are in your downline that are just doing it for the discount. They'll tell you for like a year they're not going to work it, and then they're going to work it. So.
Or they'll tell you for like 2 weeks, don't even talk to me about that, like I did. And then suddenly it's like, wait a minute.
Why do people keep seeing me get these bomb results and then I'm going to give them to you?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I can't even tell you how many
put them in your group though. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I did in the beginning before I was running my own stuff, because she was like, you can add people to my group. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I like that. I'm still in there. It's just like, it makes the most sense. You're on your journey anyway. You're doing it anyway. Like, why would you not just crush it with them? I don't know.
Hey, Shauna, while I'm thinking about this, you said you had a script to send to your inactive coaches about buying Lift 4 and getting in that. Will you message that to me so I can share it with these guys?
Yeah. It's basically, I can do that. It's just talking to them about Joel's group and just seeing if they're down to rock it out 4 days a week. I just basically tell them what the new program is in case they don't know it. And then I'm just like, right now we can get in his group for $37. Like, if you're down, hit me up and let me.
Is that $37 to get into an exclusive coach test group?
Insane.
And Joel, I'm already in there, and he's pretty active. Like, he keeps saying, I'm not coming back in here until we start officially. I'm not coming back in.
So ugly.
He's like doing a live every day. I'm like, okay, Joel. Well, I'm like, if you're already this active, he's going to be insane, like lives all the time. And he says it's all about helping you guys improve.
He helps.
And Shauna really likes looking at him.
So
hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess. He's not ugly. Anyway. And I've sent that too. Well, like, to start, like, you know who your crew is and like who your crew isn't. I mean, who you would send something to. But if somebody's giving me crickets, see, that's the other thing. I used to be like, no, I'm not going to follow up. Like, I don't want to annoy them. No. Like, if you've shown interest before, I'm up in your space. Like, I'm sending you the microphone with a down arrow and being like, is this thing on? Like, hello, are you still there? Did we break up? Send me a Hallmark card in the mail if we did, because I don't like to break up with this. Like, I
seriously talks to people like this all the time.
I do. And you know what it gets? It gets them to laugh and respond to me and be like, I'm not blowing you off. Well, you've been for like 4 messages. Where are you at? And then I'll send a picture of Joel. And I will say, it is not going to be bad to be in this. I'm just telling you. If you're interested in breathing, here you go. That's what I tell them. Anyway. But yeah, I
answered your question, you said? I unmuted you.
Yes,
what was your question?
I have a lot of people that like said they wanted to do the free trial and sign up, and like, you know, they interact with me for like 2 days and then it's crickets. I'm like,
you know,
hey, seriously, did you die?
Because they have no skin in the game because it's a free trial.
Exactly. But freaking, I need an affirmation about finding people who are willing to invest. So if any of you have a good one, or
I am a coach that finds other people who want to invest in their health.
I'm going to type that down.
And will want to stick around and make this what's actually similar to that. And will
She
Have a
says,
passion for this business also.
I have a passion for this also. Somebody on your team is running killer. Oh, it's Megan. Megan does killer free groups.
Yeah,
You-
Megan's like,
She's the one who gets like 500 people in there, right?
I just need to
No.
like have Megan teach us how to run free groups because
No, Jenny, I was gonna say that, and sorry, I was getting better, but now I lost my voice again today, so I'm trying to stay on mute. But Jenny, I had like a little over 40 people in my last free group, and I just followed up with like all of them, and I got like two or three of them already want to be in my July group. So just stay on those inactive ones, because she signed up and did one workout and then never showed up, and I just stayed on her.
so you just private message them and say, hey, where are you? What are you doing? How's life? Type stuff.
I messaged them after it was over, and I kind of slacked a little bit because I was on vacation right when it ended. But I messaged them and I was just like, hey, I know life gets busy. Like, I'm sure, like, you signed up, you were excited, and then I just told them about my July group, and they were like, I want in. So.
And I think, like, I love
There's something to be said too. I said this last time we had a meeting, but for anybody that wasn't here, when Megan did a free group, I'm under her, and when Megan did a free group, I joined it, and I did not do one single exercise. Like I was busy, I didn't have time, but the way that she presented the opportunity to me made me look at it and go, okay, maybe I can do this, and I signed up. So don't, just because they're not responding or commenting in the group doesn't mean that they're not thinking about it.
And she's going to be a rock star. So
I never get my life together. Yes, ma'am.
well, our lives are never together.
Hi, baby boy.
So
Oh
true.
my gosh, that's so awesome though. That energy, like never giving up on people. And I know that Carrie makes fun of me for not makes fun of me, but it works. But like sometimes they have to know. I always give them an out too. Like in my messages, if it's not your jam, no worries. Like I just wanted to check or what, like something like that. Like give them an out in your message. Of course, you don't want them to take the out, but sometimes people don't respond to me because they're worried or they're scared, or maybe it really isn't the right time, because I used to take excuses. I was it's cool. I understand. I totally understand. Now I'm like, I don't take the excuse. I give them a solution. Like if somebody's, objection is money, I explain to them. I've had several people in the last few months that have had like a couple of their friends join them, and it covered their cost of the pack. So if that's something that could work for you, awesome. And if not, I get it. Like I still am understanding, because you don't want to lose someone entirely, but at the same time, help them figure out a way to get over that hump. Don't just take it and be like, okay, see you later. Like, no, because this is going to change your life. So let me help you figure that out. And then if you're still like, girl, I said no, it's a no-go, then I'm going to start to send like the microphones and stuff. I'm just kidding. But I do, like with your personality, that is my personality. Like I'm super sweet, but I'm really sarcastic. So I feel like they expect that from me. So like one girl who was ready to order legitimately, then I sent her a message, like a video message. And I was like, if we break up, like it has to be more than this. Like it can't be through this. You have to send me a Hallmark card and a response to my video message. And then she was like, oh my gosh, life got so crazy. So a lot of times people really don't mean to blow you off. You're just the last person that they're thinking about.
Right.
So
We're sitting here thinking, yeah, and that's just it, guys. We're always thinking they haven't responded. If they've looked, they haven't responded. You know how many times, and I am better now. Like if I'm in the grocery store and I get a message, I will open it and look at it. But then suddenly, my kid's throwing Chips Ahoy cookies in the cart or whatever. And I don't take the time right then to answer it. I'm better. I don't even open the messages until I can answer them now. But I tell Sean all the time, maybe they're at work. We just have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because they're not thinking, oh, Carrie's waiting for that message. Carrie's waiting for that answer. I'm not even on their brain. And my challenge group's not even in their radar. And yeah, I've talked to them and I'm waiting for their email to send a share cart. Guys, I'm not even in their radar. So follow-ups, Shauna's great at like she said, is this mic on? Is this thing working?
honestly, 85% of my business is follow-ups. Like 85% of my points, I haven't missed Success Club. It's follow-ups. It's all of my downline.
And Shauna last month got her sister all the Success Club points. What did your sister hit? Success Club 10? 12?
Well, my sister was at 6, but my brother-in-law and
Oh,
my
yeah, because she got the emeralds.
Yeah.
The last day of the month, guys, we were talking, and she hit Success Club with 2 challenge packs the last day of the month, the last final hours of the date. So it's possible.
You don't want to do that, though.
No,
Not
that
fun.
sucks. That
We
sucks big
treat
time.
every day like the last day of the month, y'all. Every single day is like the last day, because when it really is the last day, I'm not a good person. All of a sudden I become desperate, and that's not the way the cookie should crumble. My husband was like, I don't like this version. Like, we haven't had this version of you. I don't know that we should have this version again. So,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
like she said, treat every day like it's the last day of the month and like you're trying to hit that
Yeah.
Success Club. And then when the last day of the month comes around, you can just chill.
You can. And it's like, no, sit back and relax. No, I feel like that's the other thing. It took me a little while to understand, because I was very like, but I'm doing the work. And why am I not hitting? Like, in the beginning, I was like, what is happening? I should be at SC 30. Like, all these people are killing it. And then I was like, wait a minute. So, like, my hustle in July is my September, October, November. My hustle next month is my end of the year. It's like your hustle. If you back off and take your foot off the gas, you won't hit it next month. Like, that's why it's like your hard work now is your future months. So for so long, if I would not lean into it and I would take a step back, because we all have things happen, every single one of us, we all have families, we all have stuff that goes on. Like, nothing is peachy all the time. But if you don't lean in those moments and you don't still show up, you won't hit your goals the next month. You just won't. And that's okay. It's life. I get that it happens, but I had to flip a switch with that, because I was just like, I'd get so frustrated. But then my 2 months from then, I was like, dang, I hit that fast. And it's because I've been talking and building and connecting and expanding. It's so key. It's like your business will explode, because it has to. It's the compound effect. It's going to. It just will. So,
and because she's been rocking it, Shauna just went part-time with her job.
I did.
Guys, it's possible. For those of you that want to stay home and be with your babies and work from home and set your own hours, I was able to quit my job. It's been a year this month. In fact, tomorrow's my 1-year mark of my last day of work.
Yeah.
But I busted my ass to make it happen. My kids are in their rooms. I have to say that quietly, but because all we're saying is put the work in now, make the sacrifices now. Like, my kids know, and it's harder with summer and their schedules and them being home. They know that in the mornings I work. Like, except for falling down the stairs, that takes a little bit of attention. But like, my Beachbody fits into my life. I don't fit my life around Beachbody. My kids know. They know that I have a star diamond date. Jenny and Megan, they know your diamond dates. They ask me all the time, are you 1-star diamond yet? Are you 2-star diamond yet? Because we celebrate those victories as a family. So if your family's pushing back, or if you're having a hard time, get your family involved and make it a family celebration. Believe in yourself. Like Shauna was saying, the work you're doing right now will be your customers for August, September, October. So
true. And
you'll have some that will jump in right now, but most of them you'll invite, and they're going to watch. And they're going to watch. And they're going to make sure that you're still showing up. And if you stop showing up for yourself, they're not going to believe that you'll show up for them.
No. I was going to say, I don't know how many of you are like super new, but in the beginning, I was terrified of inviting. I just never did it. I just kept waiting for people to ask me what I was doing. I just wouldn't invite, because I was like, they don't want to do this. Like, no. And then I'd be like, what if they say no? And now I'm just like, what if they say no? Like, oh no, my world's going to end. No, like, nothing's going to, bye, Elizabeth. Nothing's going to happen if they say no. do not tie a personal reaction to their no. Don't ever, ever, ever do that. If there's one thing, like once I have a tribe, that's going to be my biggest focus is don't tie something. It's not personal. They're not saying no to you. Like, it's not like somebody's going to dislike you. You're offering this incredible opportunity to them. And I love the outlook that it's our responsibility to offer this to people because of how much it's changed us. So invite 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push send. Don't be a bee, push send. Like,
They haven't heard that
we
call
will be
probably.
push send because I love Haley Christian is like my spirit animal, but I, for real, like, just don't tie an emotional thing with it because it's not meant to be that way. Send out all the invites and realize that, like, you're going to change all of those people. Megan.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. Do you remember our like very first call, Carrie and Jenny, when I reached out to that one girl that I thought would be a really awesome coach?
Yeah. You said
And I was like terrified. It was like my first time. What, bud? Well, I signed my friend Sarah Beth as a coach, and so she hasn't done any like call to actions. What, bud? But she kind of has more of a personal relationship with her, and so that same girl who's been like watching all my stuff and told me no in the beginning, she just reached out to her like last week and was like, so does the Beachbody thing actually work? Like,
serious?
Yeah, so we're getting closer. No's don't always mean no's. She's gonna be awesome. I don't care if she's under me or Sarah, but she's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome.
I love that. No doesn't always mean no. It doesn't. It doesn't. It means not right now. Unless somebody is like, leave me alone. Like, do not message me. I don't want any part of what you're doing. I never stop following up. You stay on my list until you tell me to stick.
Until you join or you tell me I'm never going to.
Yeah,
you're on my list. You are a possible.
Tell me you're never going to. In like 6 months, I may just be like, hey, I still love on your stuff. That's Micah's biggest thing. Continue to love on them. Continue to be.
Go give drops of awesome on their page, she calls it.
All the time. Drops of awesome, constantly. Because you guys are on this awesome journey and they're going to be watching it. You're going to be in their faces without being in their faces. They're going to get on your train.
I promise they're watching. I think I've told you guys this before. My nephew, my husband's nephew, he's my age. We were in 4th grade together. When I first started this, I didn't know. He didn't tell me. Apparently they blocked me. They hid my posts on Facebook. They didn't want to watch me. A year later, guys, a year and a half, he came back and said, okay, you're still doing this. We blocked you. He told me we flat out blocked you. We didn't want to see it. He says, but you're still doing it. You've got incredible results. We need help. And they joined. I like, no doesn't mean no. No means not yet. And even if they block you, your haters are going to come back begging to join. I promise. I've had it happen so many times. I mean, Megan told me no for 2 months before she signed as a coach. And I was like, all right, we'll just, I don't want that Shakeology stuff. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
You did,
like,
Jen.
It's too expensive. I can't afford it. I got 3 bags in my house right now. I don't know. I don't even know how that happened.
But look at the people that are here because Megan said yes. Fine. Like, she came back and she came to me like, so I was working out. I got this. So how do I sign up to be a coach? And I was like, I quit. I was like, I have to answer her right now because this is random. Like, I stopped my workout, but it's just, I just want you guys to know that the no's are hard to hear. That's why we do personal development. That's why we read books that build our mind. This workout for our minds, workout for our emotions. Because like Shauna said, at first we don't want to hear no. We don't want to, what if it, and now I'm like, I'm no worse off.
We're human. A no still hurts. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I was so happy when she said no, especially if it's like a dream person for me. But it's not the end of the world. Like, It doesn't change or shift your focus for why you're asking them to begin with. why you're in the groups with us to begin with. And honestly, like, I'm in our group just as much for the people that I'm bringing in as for myself. Like Daisy, Jen, like when we're all in the group together, I'm not just like blowing smoke at all. It truly keeps me going. I became a coach because it holds me accountable. So whether everybody and their mother is going to join my team or they're going to continue to tell me no, I'm still going to rock it out. Like, I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm not going anywhere. Like, those groups, I could cry. Why am I so emotional? Something's wrong with me today. But it really does. Like, those groups make me cry. Every single time I go in there and I watch everybody's posts, I'm like, we are changing the world. Cue Michael Jackson.
No, I'm the same way. Last week we kind of had like somewhat of a drop off in my 80-day group. Just like a lot of people had an off week, and I was just like writing like my posts in the morning. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get more than like one person, but it's motivating me today.
That's what it's for. It's for yourself. Like, and it kind of almost sometimes I was like, that sounds selfish, but it's not, because it's a domino effect for the rest of our lives too. But then it's like, you get all these people on board. Like, when I look at my downline and I'm like, yeah, they're all discounters, but my gosh, like the messages that you get from these people that are like, I haven't worn a pair of pants. I haven't reached out to this friend because I've been ashamed of something. And it's not always just physical. Like, we do a lot of mindset stuff. Like, it is all personal development's my favorite part. Of course, I love the workouts and I love the fact that I've lost all this weight, but the personal development for me is key, because I was the one that was like, that's frou-frou and I don't need that. And why would anybody even read that stuff? And now I'm like, I know a day when I haven't done it yet. So I don't know. There's so much to offer. Like, don't discount your discounters. You can get yourself to 3-star. You can get yourself. You can definitely get yourself to 1-star. 3-star may seem a little bit.
And for those that aren't to Emerald yet, you can get yourself to Emerald by tomorrow morning. I know that sounds so scary. It's totally possible. If you're married, sign your spouse, your mom, your neighbor next door, your bestie, your sister, and just tell them, guys, I'm doing this. I want to have you join me. You can cancel later if you want. Like, Emerald's, as a new coach, I was like, oh, I can't. I remember when my first coach signed up, it was my sister-in-law, and I was like, I'm going to screw this up. What am I going to do? Like, and that was way back when I first started 3 years ago. And then I signed up my husband. I was like, oh my gosh, that just happened. Like, it really is a choice to make that happen. So you can go Emerald in 24 hours. You can go Emerald in 30 minutes you just invite and start talking. But that sometimes feels like such a huge decision to make. But guys, the cycle bonuses start at that point. You start banking volume that's not going to go away. You get leads when you hit Success Club. You get paid leads when you hit Success Club 10. Like, that's when you are starting your business, and that's when my phone keeps reminding me that we have a call right now. Got it.
How do you get to Emerald exactly? What is it?
Emerald is signing 2 coaches. So one on your right leg, one on your left leg.
And I don't understand the leg thing at all.
And I can get some videos for you.
She's in the university. There's a day on.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
There should, yeah.
But I can go over that with you too, Brianne. Why are you only noisy when I turn my mute off? No, but like, even like when you are recruiting, oh, she's on the phone. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So, I guess like I'm one of those considerers not quite ready, and one of the things that I was thinking about was, what if worst case scenario, like I sign people up under me, but then I quit or can't do it or something after a year or 2 years? What happens to those people under me?
So
I don't want to leave them hanging,
Right. And I would hope that
I want to give her an honest answer, but I don't want to.
I'm
Number
back, I'm sorry.
one, because you're never quitting, Daisy. I will come to your house. You are, Carrie knows this. You're one of my favorite people in the group. If you are on a fence, honey, I'm going to need you to get up on off of it because you are
onto this side of it, not the other side of it.
You're crazy motivating and inspiring, and other people deserve to hear that because you have a story to freaking share. But the honest answer is they roll up to
Jenny.
So there is somewhere for them to go. I was the same. I feel like I was Daisy. Oh, I was Daisy. I was like, well, what happens if I decide this doesn't work for me? Like then all these people I said I would help, I wouldn't be helping. But the key is you've got Jenny. They would roll to Jenny. If God forbid something happened to Jenny, they would roll to Carrie. Carrie and I are never going anywhere. I will be at 90 on a porch.
We're going to be running challenge groups from our rockers.
My teeth out to do my videos. Like I don't even care. Like I'm. So, but that's the honest answer. They would roll up. So don't let that hold you back because you're leaving them in incredible hands. No matter where you go, however, you won't be going anywhere. So.
And even if you're not ready to run your own challenge groups, you're always welcome to put them in mine. I know Jenny's open to you putting them, although Jenny's in mine right now too. Like, and for a long time, that's like, I haven't put mine in Micah's because when I joined, I don't know how many of you guys know, I was a coach for 18 months with a different team myself. I can't really say it was a team. It was a different upline. And me and my friend that I signed up with, we just ran groups together forever. And then she quit, and then I just ran groups by myself for a super long time. And then I was like, I need a team because I wanted this. I would have these team calls, and it'd be me. Hey, guys, talking to myself. It's super lonely. But I made that decision to cancel that coach account, bide my time. And then I watched Micah. I watched Brigitte Linford. I watched a few of the top coaches and decided, during that 6 months of who I wanted to sign up with. And Micah was, gosh, guys, she might not be number one coach. She came in at number 11, she was only 25 points behind number 10. She just told us this past month, she's going for 15-star diamond in her third CBC. She will hit it this year. So
blows me away.
When Shauna says we're super lucky to be on Micah's team, know that I did a lot of research before I signed up under Micah, and I could not have chosen. And I talked to 2 different people at corporate offices that said, by far, Micah is arguably the very best coach that we have. They said she might not be number one, but her business sense, her mentoring, her Coach University, her trainings, her mindset, everything we have access to and that I pass on to you guys is from Doug Moss, the best coach that we have in Beachbody. Mm-hmm. So
I love Doug.
Yeah. I don't know how else to say except we're just.
And I was going to say that to Daisy too, because, my coach was under Micah, and she decided she wasn't going to work it anymore. And we had been friends since grade school, and she reached out to me and she was like, hey, I don't want to leave you hanging, but I don't want to do this anymore. And I had just started. I'm like, I just got this fire. Like, what do you mean you're going to quit? And Micah had already been working with me. So we had to jump through some hoops for me to become Micah's PS coach. But it's like, there's always somewhere for someone to go. Like there's always someone else for them to go to. So I don't mean to intimidate you. I mean, like, you're not going anywhere, but I really do I think it's just because I have a gut feeling about you. So I really don't want you to go somewhere, but, there is definitely don't let that hold you back because there's always somebody. And if all of them weren't there, they go to Micah. So it's like,
they're still going to be taken care of.
There's always going to be don't ever hold yourself back from the inviting and adding them to your team because you have all of these resources. And even if you decided something happened, there's somewhere for them to go.
And even if something happens that you need to take a break, not even cancel your coach account. Like if you, heaven forbid, have a family something where you're like, I cannot do this for a couple months, we've got your back. We're going to have your people in our group. We're going to take care of them until
and
you.
that's exactly what happened.
That's what
My coach is still a discount coach. She's technically still above me, but I had to go through corporate to become Micah's PS coach because my coach wanted to stay on her Shakeology, but was done working the business. And we make a vow to people, basically, that we will help them and we will help them build their businesses and we will mentor them. So if you get to a point where you will not be able to do that and you say you still want to keep your discount or whatever it is, there are also ways for them to just become assigned to Jenny, like your next immediate upline. I mean, there's definitely corporate works with you in all kinds of ways. And now I'm like, what a blessing. Like now I just ended up with Micah. Shucks. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, everybody needs to be happy and live their life, but our life is the best life. Even though it's hard.
Guys, like, this just has made my life so much happier and better. I mean, when I started, I was in the lowest of the lows. We had just been through hell in our marriage, like almost divorce point. And like my family doesn't even know that. Jenny, I don't know if you know, but we'd been through hell in my marriage. My dad was just diagnosed with leukemia. Like I had all the stuff, all the reasons not to, and my friend knew that. And she just said, just do this with me. And I remember that first month of doing 21 Day Fix, I told myself I'm an all or none person. So I jumped into 21 Day Fix. I had no cheats for the first 21 days. I followed the plan. I did the workouts, and I have never, even with all that crap going on and a new baby and working nights and no sleep for 48 hours at a time, like all that, I was still happier than I had been in 4 years. Like, and it's only gotten better the longer I've done this. I write in my posts all the time about the community that comes with Beachbody. I would never have met Shauna. I remember her first message to me. We'd done a training call with Micah, a bunch of emeralds. And she was on there and she's like, wait a minute, you were a coach before? So like we're kind of talking, and she messaged me the next morning, and I wake up to this voice message, which I never did voice messages. And here she is like, I want to hear your story. I was like, who is this chick and what is And then when we became like partners, she's suddenly like FaceTiming me. I've never FaceTimed ever as much as I have with Shauna, because Shauna can't just talk voice to voice. She has to see your face. But like, I talk about the community and Summit, guys. It was a month after I signed up. My friend was like, we should go to this. And I was like, what? We should go to this. And my husband's like, yeah, you need to go. And I was like, all right. Changed my whole outlook on this business and my, like, legit, if they can do this, I can do this. And I will always, always, always be a part of Beachbody because of the people. In fact, the people are so positive. I was telling somebody about it. At the 4th of July, somebody was asking me, my nephew that blocked me. He's like, so how was that? And I was like, it's crazy. Because at Summit, you're surrounded by 30,000 people that are talking about their goals and how they hit their goals and how they work hard to reach their goals and personal development. And they're building you up everywhere you go. Like, we get in the elevator and, hey guys, we don't know these people, but I mean, you're just surrounded by positivity everywhere you go. And then we got on the airplane and I had the grumpiest people next to me. I was like, you guys need some coaching in your life, at least some personal development, because you guys are like, it was just such a stark contrast from honestly being surrounded by happy people everywhere you go. Even like we didn't have breakfast or lunch till 3. Guys, you don't sleep, you work out, you're in training, and it's the best time ever. It's so much fun. Even with all the crowds that, like, I'm not into the crowds, it was still awesome.
Well, that's the thing. Somebody asked me the other day, like, where would your life be without coaching? And my first answer, honestly, was a lot less stressful. I'm just going to tell it to you straight because it's not for the weak. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But choose your hard. Like everything's hard. It doesn't matter if it's this or something else. You're going to be stressed. Nothing is stress free. And right when I had that answer, I thought the community, which is what just triggered it when Carrie said that, because I am so emotional. I'm sorry, you're recording this. I'm bad, dude. But I have some of my best friends are coaches now. I never even knew these people. But it's like when you are on a mission like we are together, it sounds cheesy as heck. I realize that, but it is so true because nobody else gets you like we do. When you have a passion like this, nobody else gets you like we do. I have a core group of girl and guy friends. I always hung out more with guys, but I have a core group of friends, but they aren't on this journey with me. So I lean into these groups. I lean into our team calls. I lean into the coaches that we work with every day. And that community is like second to none. So when I thought about I'm stressed, yes, I'm stressed. And when I'm in qualification, don't even call me. Like I cannot even talk to somebody. I'm staring at my downline 50,000 times a day, waiting for a red inactive. But I still would rather do this version of hard while we're bettering ourselves every freaking day than any other. So it's, yeah, I don't know. The community is where it's at. Like there's magic in our groups. There's magic in your team page. There's magic, yeah, in the bond that we all have together. It's incredible. So
Legit.
yeah, I love you guys. I do need to hop off, continue your team call. But if anybody has any questions, you guys reach out to me. Let me know. Say hello to my husband. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Lucas.
Say hi. What's up? Okay. Yeah, he loves it. Loves it so much. So you guys have an awesome rest of your day. If you have questions, message me. Friend me on Facebook. Hit me up. And I'm here for you guys because Carrie's team is my team, and I love you guys. You're going to kill it. So
Shauna, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
I love you guys so much. Seriously, don't hesitate to reach out. We can share scripts. We'll do whatever. Like, I'm always here for you, for sure. So I'll see you guys
She's
later.
the bomb. I told you guys.
No, not the bomb. Whatever.
Thank you.
Bye, babe.
Okay, guys, any questions for me?
What is her role? Is I guess you say she's your success partner. What is that, and what
So-
that look
That's
like?
perfect. So basically you can find somebody, and you'll maybe see this, like every now and then there's a post that will pop up in Micah's big team page, the Team Inspiration page. Hey guys, I'm looking for a success partner. And it can really go lots of ways. When we first started, we were just bouncing ideas off each other. Like, hey, so what do you think of this post? Will you review this post and tell me if it's good or not? Or, hey, so I have this person that's struggling with this. How would you answer this message to them? Kind of what we do on our thread. Like, hey, guys, I need help with this message. Like, what would you say to this person? And then we started, basically, we keep each other motivated because when you start getting those no's, yes, like she said, it's human and it's hard to get a bunch of no's. We hold each other accountable to our goals. She's, like I said, the last day of the month, we were messaging, Shauna, you can do this. She's like, I'm just not going to hit Success Club. Like, it was me, and not that I did it for her, but like, no, Shauna, you have a goal to be Success Club All-Star. That means hitting Success Club every month for 12 months. And then we were both on our way to Legend. That means hitting Success Club every month for 24 months. So we just hold each other accountable to our goals. She's holding me accountable to my goal of 1-star diamond by July 18th. Is that my 16th? One of those days. It's coming up real soon.
We got you, Carrie. We got you.
Let's go 3-star real fast. Because I'll have you two, they're super close to diamond, and then my mom's super close too. Anyway, so a success partner is somebody that's just going to help you hold you to your goals, somebody to bounce ideas off of. We now run our challenge groups together. So We take days posting different days. We actually have one more coach that just joined us. Her name's Erin Glover. She's one of Micah's coaches too. She helps run our lifer group. So people that have been with us forever, that type thing. So, and now she's honestly, like, I talk to Shauna multiple times a day. She's my best friend, and I never would have met her if it wasn't for coaching. Like, so it's somebody, and you don't need to have a success partner. It definitely helps. I love having her. Like, she listens to rap. She's so opposite of me. Like, she makes fun of me that I'm a country girl and I listen to country, and she has 2 boys. I have all girls. She likes a certain swear word that I've never said in my life. Like, you know, like we're just opposites, but we mesh really well together. And I don't know, like, it's just, if you find somebody that can keep you accountable to your goals, that will call you out bluntly and say, no, Shauna, you're not missing Success Club the last day of the month. You've been sending messages, follow up with those people. Like, just somebody that's going to help you be your best, really, and be successful at this is how I look at it. So
Thanks for the explanation.
yeah, I was probably super long. Sorry.
No, I gotcha.
Okay. Any more questions? Any struggles you're dealing with?
I'm still learning. I'm taking all the university stuff in right now, so.
That's
There's
awesome.
so much to learn.
There is a lot to learn, but just know that we've got your back. In our message thread, any questions you have, throw them there, because I promise if you have them, other coaches are going to have them too. So, and Megan's awesome to help with that.
She's been very helpful.
She's awesome.
And I was going to say earlier, but I wanted you to hear it, and that was right when you answered the phone, but when she was talking about, like, signing up as a coach and everything, and, like, I've always been kind of weird, like, if people say no to coaching, like, that's fine. I've always been, like, when you're ready, because that's when you're going to have the momentum to go. Like, sometimes if you sign on and you're not ready, then they're not always as, but everybody's different. But I have noticed, like, right now in our 80-day group, you guys that are posting every day, 80% of you are my coaches, which is awesome. Like, I love hearing from you guys every day, but that has just, like, come, like, full circle with me. Like, I mean, I know that it's kept me accountable. I would not be as dedicated as I am, but it's just so awesome to see, like you guys, like my girls, like, you're showing up every day, and it's not because you're a coach, because I know you were already killing it, but, like, all the girls that have signed on as challengers have been a little bit more off and on than my girls that sign on as coaches, and it's so awesome. Like, it's just such another benefit that is like, this is what's gonna make it work.
That's so legit true. Like, and even we were talking with Micah, I don't know if you guys heard in that call that I posted, she's like, for sure, the extra layer of accountability, maybe it was even Jalen that said it in that call, like, it's what's kept me, guys, I hate working out. I say it all the time. I hate working out. And I would not do it if it wasn't for coaching. I know I'm supposed to. We all know we're supposed to eat more vegetables and be healthy. And we all know that we're supposed to work out and keep our cardiovascular health and whatever. Like, we all know that. So, and if you ask anybody on the street, they'll tell you, yeah, I know I'm supposed to. There's just an extra layer of accountability that comes knowing that this is my job that makes me do it.
Yeah, you're not just showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want to say, like, even if the only thing you get out of this coaching job is your own health and wellness, your own emotional growth, your own mental growth, your own spiritual growth, then freak yeah, it's worth every damn penny that you ever put forth in your challenge pack and in your monthly subscriptions to Shakeology or whatever you decide.
It's so true.
Like, that's what kills me is, like, people that, I don't know, they look at what we do, they ask about it, and then they're like, no. I'm like, okay, obviously you don't get it. Like, this has changed my life. It changes my life every day that I push play on those workouts. And, like, that for me is like just what I am personally getting out of it. And the fact that we have the opportunity to share that with other people and bless their lives, like Micah's always saying, she's like, this isn't about selling anything. This is about blessing people's lives. And that like motivates me so much. I don't know why, but that like just I love it, and it helps you suck it up and keep going when you get a lot of no's, or a lot of people that are like, yeah, I totally want to do this, and then ghost you, like freaking on Tinder. I don't even know. I never used Tinder, but I say that a lot. But yeah, it's the best. So even on your really shitty days, sorry, I swear a lot. Shauna and I are spirit animals in that. Sorry. But yeah, even if that's all you're getting out of it is your own growth, trust me, like eventually it will turn into a business where you start paying off your Shakeology and you start paying for your own like coaching fees and stuff. So it might take a while to get where Megan and I are, where we're almost diamond, but you know, Megan and I could also already be past this, and we, you know, life happens, you know, it's just, you got to roll with the punches.
Hey, not that long. We've only been going hard for like 3 months.
That's true. See,
You'll be diamond in no time, ladies.
there's no excuse.
What is it? July 16th? July 18th?
Let me look. Mike is, and I want you to know, I had to give you diamond dates to Micah. She was asking, so she's aware too. So yeah, July 18th. So we wake up July 19th. You two wake up as diamonds. That's 2 weeks. Okay. Totally doable, guys. Put it out there. The universe is gonna have your back. I promise. I think I've told you guys. Micah made me put a diamond date for my diamond of May 15th. I was in a diamond dash. And May 14th, I was 4 coaches away. I was like, crap. Guys, I signed those 4 coaches that day because I had a goal. I drew a line in the sand and I said, I'm going to make it happen. And it's totally able to go. Bye, Jenny. Thank you. So just make it happen, guys. It's doable. You just draw that line in the sand and say, okay, game on, here we go.
Yeah, I totally just realized I did not put Cheyenne, that girl I was just talking about, when I was like during this call. I just realized we didn't put her in the sneak peek. I have no idea why. Definitely gonna do that today.
We'll see. Let's make that happen. I need to follow up with my people in the sneak peek. That sneak peek is gold. It's really
yeah. Brianne, you can add anybody to that too.
Yeah, that's there for
Is it
anybody.
the, like Snoop group, the
Yeah.
newer.
Yeah. Like
I
even though it's after the fact, you can be like, hey, like we did this last week, like, and
I
they
haven't done a whole lot of reaching out, I guess, because
yeah.
again, I feel like I have a lot to learn. I don't like to feel unprepared and just like jump into it. So I guess that's a little bit of my hesitation right now. But I know, like, there's people that I work with, they actually order Shakeology, and I asked them if they had a coach, if they knew what a coach was, and they're kind of like, no, not really.
What?
So, I need to figure out how to send them a link for that and then talk to them.
I'll put that link in the
Yeah, for sure.
So they both may sign up for coaching if they can get.
Yeah, they'll save $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
With that, like the $15 fee, isn't it like over $20 saving?
Yeah, so regular, like with shipping and handling and taxes, it's about $140 a month regular cost. If they sign up for the discount, their Shakeology is $97 a month, and then the $15.95 business fees. So it's like $117 a month total that they would pay for their Shakeology. So they're saving right off the bat like $23 or something like that.
Okay.
And then if they have anybody that, hey, so what are you doing? Or, hey, what's that shake you drinking? Oh, it's really good. It's the Shakeology. They can then make money off signing up their friends for Shakeology. I mean,
right.
It's such a pay it forward business model. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do they have BOD or do they just drink the Shakeology?
I think they just do the Shakeology. I signed up it was me, those two, and somebody else we work with. We all signed up for a Tough Mudder in November.
Mm-hmm.
And so they do more of the workouts that go along with Tough Mudder sign up stuff.
Yeah.
But
you never know.
You should talk to me about BOD.
Yeah, if they're paying 130 for Shakeology, they could just do like the 160
Yeah, the
or
160 challenge
even
pack.
the 170 and just like have them try out the free workout for Lift 4.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the discount from then on. But girl, that would get you to Emerald real quick.
That would get you Emerald. Yeah, and
That would be nice.
those two people like just say like, hey, we're just here. Like, I just found out about this myself. Do you want to save $20 on your Shakeology each month? Like,
Right.
And you'd also get the commission from that Shakeology each month from each of them.
well, if they're a coach, then you won't get commission from it. If they just
You won't?
No, once you're a coach, their volume just goes to your volume, and you make the volume cycles.
Oops, never mind.
But your volume, guys, I made more. So today's payday. Yesterday was payday. What's today? Friday?
Yeah,
I don't
yesterday
know.
was payday.
So looking at my check from yesterday, my volume cycles were so I know that it's kind of right now, but your legs, as you build the legs underneath you, signing coaches, all the volume that you guys have in your, like, so 90 for Shakeology is 90 volume, and a challenge pack, depending on which one, like that adds up in your team volume underneath you. And every time it equals 100 on one leg and 200 on the other leg, you get a volume cycle. As an Emerald, it's $14 every time that happens. As a Diamond, it's $18 every time that happens. My volume cycle payout for last week was more than my retail sales. And that's why we build a team, because the residual income, the retail income, Beachbody pays us really well. Like usually 25 to 40% of our commissions. The commission is 25 to 40% of the retail price on a challenge pack, depending on which pack. And then if they are just customers and you get Shakeology, they still continue to get Shakeology every month. You get $32.95 or something per Shakeology bag that they get. It's 25%. But when you are building a team and you start getting those volume cycles, they've made it so you get paid actually more residual income on the back end than you do on the retail front end, which most companies don't do that. They're either really high up front, do this, get a car, all that stuff, but your residual income on the back end is not as high. Beachbody's made it pretty equal, which is awesome. So that's why Micah, my upline, my coach, makes 7 figures every single year. And she's only been a coach 5 years now this month. And she's $1 million earner every single month.
Oh yeah, Brienne saw that video in the Snoop group.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Like,
That's a big goal.
yeah,
She's
that's my goal too.
insane.
Yeah. And like I told my husband, I'm like, even if I make 10% of what she makes, we would be comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to have to worry about counting up, okay, I've got this groceries and I've got this, and okay, I'm at like, and can I still buy gas? Like, that's not a fun way to live when you're worried about every little penny. Like, and I want to be able to put my kids in music lessons and guitar lessons and dance. And I mean, I have 4 princesses. Like, they're expensive, you know. I have 4 weddings I'm gonna have to pay for. Like, that's my why, is to help take care of my family and to give them experiences that they haven't
definitely
had.
don't really have a job that, I mean, I've worked while we were sitting here. But
What do you do?
I work for our local mental health authority, which is basically just mental health. If people go into crisis, we go out on crisis calls. We provide mental health services, but I do a lot of back end things. I don't see clients. I literally can work at home if I feel like it. I take off when I want to because of the way our paid time off is set up. So it's a job that I can do with this. And
Perfect.
Really, if I could just pay off my student loans with this, I'd be good.
That's awesome.
You can. Not if, you can.
You totally
I
can.
hope so.
That was
$60
one thing that
is a lot of money.
when I was watching Micah and like trying to figure out, I remember her doing a post when she first signed up, she put it out there. She said, her husband's a veterinarian. I don't know if she shared this in that story or not. She set a goal to pay off her husband's student loans before he graduated. And the day before he graduated, she sent in their final payment, all made from her coaching income.
Yeah.
Veterinary school, like that's like doctors, that's expensive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I made a goal to be able to quit my job, quit working nights, and stand awake for 48 hours at a time. And I did that a year ago tomorrow. Yay. So,
Awesome.
like, it's possible. Like Shauna said, it does take work. You have to do the daily vitals, you have to invite, you have to do that stuff.
Right.
But the payoff in the end, so worth it. Watching people change their lives and get healthier and be happier. Just that, like.
Yeah, and that alone is worth it. I would do it for free. But I was watching a Josh Coates. I did that 5-day mindset makeover, which was awesome. And he has there's a life, you have a mission and you have a vision. So your vision would kind of be your goal to be paying off those, but the mission is we're seriously changing people's lives, not even just people that we're inspiring to work out, but once they start coaching and can actually reach those goals that they really want. Hey, is this the one with the nose?
Yeah. Got some carpet burn. How's your head? You okay? Okay.
That's scary.
Arm still hurts right there at your wrist. Is it broke? Okay.
You're tough.
He is my toughest for sure. Okay.
Well, I've got to hop off. My husband tried to call, so I've got to call him back and act like I'm working. So
he's hungry, so I'm gonna go feed them too, huh?
I ate Fruity Tooties with some milk.
You ate Fruity Tooties? Okay. Life's better with Fruity Tooties,
y'all
guys.
have a good day.
Thank you for joining. I will put this recording. I have to save it and then upload it, so I'll put the link in so you guys can catch it all after.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for joining, guys. Hey, Jess.
Thank you. Carrie, Carrie, I have one more question. Well,
okay. Go for it.
Which are you doing the June boot camp in the files that you sent me? Is that the June one?
Yeah, we've been alternating between there's a summer scorcher, I think, or a summer slim down. We've been using some of those.
Okay.
And I can send you, because Erin went through and made a new document with just posts. And I can send you that link too. Because they're all.
Goodness, it's past his nap time.
Awesome.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
I'll put that link in too.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, guys.